Hello, and welcome to The Open Book. This is your host, Lakeisha. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Also, if you would like to be a support to this channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, Cash App, or buy a coffee. And those links are in the description field of this video. Now, y'all, come to you with a sad and unfortunate update on Demartravion Trey Reed, okay, who was the 21-year-old young man who was found hanging at Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi, back on September the 15th. Now, original reports to his family stated that his body was found in his dormitory, okay? But then they later discovered from the news that he was found hanging, okay? And they quickly ruled it as a suicide. But many of us did not believe that story. And so, and let me say this shout out to Colin Kaepernick, okay, who decided to fund, okay, and take care of the fee associated with a second autopsy report. Now, the official findings from that particular autopsy report has not been released. However, we're going to hear of some details that are being shared from this woman on Willie D. Live's his live. And she said that she does have permission to share this preliminary information. Okay, let's listen.
The most damning proof evidence is the fact that this young man was placed the way he was placed in a hung position, in which we actually do have the pictures. You know what I'm saying? But we are respecting the request of the family, to not reveal it at the moment. But we knew what we were looking into because there's been a series of lynchings going on in Mississippi that have not been exposed to the national light or even got due justice. Now, with this case, last night I did talk to Trey Reed's mother, Miss Sophia Reed, and she was very upset. We have been on the ground several times. When I'm saying we, the members of the New Black Panther Party, other community members, other community leaders, concerned people doing independent investigations, fact finding into what actually happened with Trey, and hitting the ground. The majority of the people know the truth about what's going on. And there's a lot of people that are witnesses. There are a lot of people who have very relevant information about what took place, but the so-called authorities, the police department, the sheriff department, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigations, have not only dropped the ball, but they're complicit in an absolute cover-up. At this point, they're part of a conspiracy to.
Are you looking to
As it stands. Now, speaking with the mother last night, and I heard as soon as I knew what was going on, I made a point to call you because I know you've heard from me, Willie, but I wanted you to hear the mother's voice and let her tell you in her own words. So we are not speaking from what we heard or secondhand. We're hearing it directly from the horse's mouth. And I've been given the green light to put the word out about a call to action that we're going to be letting you guys know in just a few moments. But let's get to it.
Can you walk us through?
Second autopsy.
No, can you walk us through the specific injuries or findings the second autopsy revealed that the first one ignored?
Yes. The first one ignored. It said there was no lacerations, no signs of foul play. But guess what? Here it goes. This baby had blunt force trauma to the back of his head. This young man, Trey, he had not a fractured, but a sprung leg. He had bruises all up his back and on his butt cheeks, on his jawbone, on his face. At the funeral, Saturday, you can see visible lumps on the brother's face and bruising, a lump on the side of his face and bruising. So this whole notion that this is somehow suicide is straight up bullcrap. It was asphyxiation, as if he was hung after death, according to, and I don't know the actual medical terms, but what the mother said was, according to the doctor, the forensic pathologist doctor that they were able to that did the findings with them on yesterday evening, it appears that uh, I guess he was hung minutes or hung minutes after the death had already taken place, which we already figured because, as I mentioned before, many times, most of the times with lynchings, you know, they're used as symbology. And what his mother wanted us to know, and what we want the world to know, why we saying ritualistic symbology, because this was the 100-year anniversary of Delta State University that this baby was hung up in the middle of a schoolyard on a Monday morning for everyone to see, for the students to see, and for them to have the mitigated audacity and arrogance and racist wickedness to try to say this baby did this young man did it to himself, to lie to the family, to run and tell the family, the police, the lie that he had initially, they went and told the family that he killed himself in a dorm room. This is what the police went and told his family. And then I guess they didn't have their story together, or just so sloppy, or just so arrogant that this young man was hung in front of the pickleball court, hung from a tree for everyone to see in the area that marks what the students call the white side of the campus. That's what they said. We were just down there 2 weeks ago, a week ago, and this is still the language that they're using: the white side of the campus, in a town that is still very much segregated. The black side of town, the white side of town. Let's not forget this town, Cleveland, Mississippi, was forced in 2017. That's right, 2017, to integrate their high school. And there was boycotts going on. Boycotts of white parents not wanting their children in school in 2017 with black people. And this is the high school that's across the street, parallel to this college, Delta State, a very racist town, Cleveland, Mississippi, which is known as a sundown city.